Have you ever looked at a woman who seems to have an invisible crown? She doesn't compete, she doesn't hustle for validation, she doesn't seem to chase after love, success, or happiness. And yet somehow life just flows to her, opportunities appear, respect is given, love finds her and it stays. While the rest of the world is exhausted from grasping, she remains still, and the world bends toward her. This is the great feminine paradox, and it's a secret the psychologist Carl Jung understood well. He observed that the human psyche has a strange law: the more desperately you crave and control, the more life resists you. But when you stop needing, when you release your grip, you become whole, and that wholeness is the most powerful magnet in the universe. It's the energy of a deep, calm ocean. It doesn't try to pull the rivers in, it simply is, and all water naturally flows back to it. This isn't a tactic, it is a profound internal transformation. Today, we are exploring the 7 psychological paradoxes, inspired by Jungian thought, that unlock this reverse magnetism. Principles that reveal why, the very moment you stop wanting, you begin to receive. The paradox of control: to hold on, you must let go. Think about what happens when you try to hold water in your hand. The tighter you clench your fist, the faster the water escapes. But if you simply relax and cup your hand, the water rests peacefully in your palm. Love, respect, and connection are the same. When a woman is gripped by fear, the fear of being abandoned, the fear of not being enough, her instinct is to control. This is what Jung called the shadow of the ego. It's not love, it's anxiety in disguise. She checks his phone, she questions his time, she needs constant reassurance. She thinks she's protecting the relationship, but she's building a prison, she's clenching her fist. A man might tolerate this, but he can never ever be drawn to it. He feels the chains, not the love. The magnetic woman understands this paradox. Her security doesn't come from his validation, it comes from her own wholeness. She doesn't need to control him because she is in complete possession of herself. This release is not passive. It is an active, powerful trust, and it is this very freedom she grants him that makes him never want to leave her side. The paradox of proving: the mask hides your magnetism. We live in a noisy world, everyone is performing. Everyone is shouting, "Look at me, I'm smart, I'm successful, I'm worthy of love." Carl Jung had a name for this: the persona. It's the social mask we all wear to be accepted, to fit in, to be approved of. We believe this polished, perfect mask is what makes us lovable. But this is the second great paradox. Your mask is not magnetic, your authenticity is. A man may be impressed by your mask, but he can only connect with what's behind it. Think of a lighthouse versus a strobe light. The strobe light is erratic, loud, and desperate for attention. The lighthouse doesn't make a sound, it doesn't move, it simply shines. It is so grounded in its own purpose that it becomes the one point of stillness that guides everyone else home. The woman who is always on, telling the funniest jokes, wearing the perfect outfit, saying the right thing is exhausting. The woman who is simply present, who listens deeply, who isn't afraid to be quiet, who lets you see her real, unpolished self. She is a sanctuary. You become truly impressive the moment you stop trying to be. The paradox of desire: what you chase runs. Have you ever tried to catch a cat? The more you run after it, the faster it darts away. But if you sit down, stay still, and cultivate a calm, inviting energy, the cat will eventually, on its own terms, come and brush against your leg. Desperation has a scent. It is a high-pitched, anxious frequency, and it repels love, opportunity, and success. When you are chasing a man, he feels like prey. When you are chasing a job, the interviewer senses your neediness. The universe is the cat. The woman who embodies this paradox shifts her energy from chasing to attracting. She is not a hunter, she is a garden. She doesn't run around looking for butterflies. She tends to her own soil. She cultivates her own joy, her own passions, her own inner peace. And naturally, the butterflies come. This stillness is not a game of playing hard to get. It is the profound confidence of "I am already whole." She is not waiting to be completed by a partner or a title. And this self-contained energy is precisely what makes her the one he and everyone else feels compelled to move toward. The paradox of emptiness: the void is an invitation. Most of us are terrified of emptiness. We fear the silent room, the blank weekend on our calendar, the space between relationships. We fill every second with noise, distraction, and filler people to avoid the void. But a woman of true magnetism understands the secret of the void. A cup must be empty to be filled. If your life is already cluttered with good enough relationships, okay jobs, and constant, meaningless noise, there is no room for the great love or the true calling to enter. Jung believed that solitude was not loneliness. It was the sacred space where you could finally hear the voice of your own soul. When a woman has the courage to sit in that empty space, to turn down the mediocre date, to spend a night alone journaling, to face her own company without running, she creates a powerful, energetic vacuum. And nature abhors a vacuum. By creating intentional space, you are sending a clear signal to the universe. I am ready for what is truly meant for me. You're not just getting more, you're getting better. The paradox of perfection: your flaws make you lovable. We are taught to hide our unlovable parts. We hide our fear, our jealousy, our sadness, our weird obsessions. We present the persona and pray no one sees the mess behind it. Carl Jung's most profound concept was the shadow. The shadow is all the parts of ourselves that we have repressed or denied because we're ashamed of them. The great paradox is this: your perfection doesn't create connection, your vulnerability does. A woman who pretends to be perfect is an idol. She is admirable, but she is isolating. You can't connect with her. But a woman who has the courage to own her shadow, who can say, I felt jealous today, or I'm feeling insecure, or I'm not okay, she is real. Her authenticity gives others permission to be real too. This isn't about being a victim, it's about being whole. When you integrate your shadow, you become an incredibly safe and powerful person. You are no longer afraid of the darkness in others because you have already befriended your own. This makes you a place of profound psychological safety, which is the rarest and most magnetic quality of all. The paradox of needing the full cup is what quenches. Think of two women. The first enters a relationship as an empty cup. She is looking to her partner to provide her happiness, her validation, and her sense of self-worth. Fill me, she says. Make me feel whole. This is not a relationship, it's a burden. The second woman enters as a full cup. She has cultivated her own happiness, her own validation, her own life. Her cup is already overflowing. She doesn't need him to make her happy. She is with him because she chooses to share her abundance. Which woman is more magnetic? Which one inspires a man's deepest devotion? The paradox is that the moment you stop needing a man to be happy, you become the woman he can't imagine his life without. He feels your freedom. He knows you are with him by choice, not by necessity. This is not a need, it is a desire. And it allows him to be your partner, not your savior. The paradox of purpose: meaning is found, not forced. From a young age, we are sent on a stressful quest to find our one great purpose. We believe meaning is a destination, a title, a masterpiece, a perfect life. The more we obsessively search for meaning, the more it eludes us. The final paradox is that meaning is not something you find. It is something you create in the present moment. Think of a musician. The meaning of a song is not the final note. The meaning is in the playing. It's in the way the musician is fully present with each and every chord. Jung called the journey to wholeness individuation. It's not about becoming perfect, but about becoming fully yourself. When a woman stops searching for a grand, cinematic purpose, she finds it in the small things. The meaning is in the way she brews her tea with intention, the way she truly listens to a friend, the way she brings her full presence to her work, whatever it may be. She stops searching for a meaningful life and starts living one. And this present, embodied, meaningful energy is the ultimate attractor. She becomes the purpose. Concluding summary: this journey through these 7 paradoxes reveals a single profound truth. True magnetism isn't about getting, it's about becoming. It's about releasing the iron grip of fear and control. It's about having the courage to take off the mask. It's about tending to your own garden instead of chasing butterflies. When you stop needing the world to validate you, you become a whole, self-contained universe. And in a world of fragmented people, this wholeness is the quiet, unshakable, irresistible force that pulls all things toward it. If this message resonated with you, I have a question. Which of these 7 paradoxes do you feel working in your own life right now? Share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of a truly authentic life.